Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Geeks and the Giants. We're sticking to DC for this one. And as you see in the title and picture, we're doing Peacemaker, the latest DC show. A spin-off of the Suicide Squad starring John Cena. And most of the episodes I know are directed and written by James Gunn. So there we go.
Yeah, very much.
So, DC shows have a track record of being either really campy or starting out really well and then going downhill really fast.
Or disguising themselves as Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oliver Wayne.
Oliver, you
Green
betrayed the
Bat.
city.
But safe to say for the first
Arrow Man.
season of Peacemaker, everything was on upwards. There's not a single episode that I didn't like. Like all of the characters, except maybe racist T1000, but that's about it.
No, I mean I like racist T1000, but not as a racist, but as a villain.
Yeah.
As a villain, I like him as a villain.
I agree with him.
Of all the times to admit your true beliefs now. Oh, fine. But yeah, I was surprised by the show. I ended up really liking it. Ended up binging it for like 2 days. I'm like, wow, I'm addicted. How about you guys? What do you guys think of the show?
Dude, I swear to God, I was up till like 4 a.m. last night just to like catch up. I was like, at the same time, I was like, I need to catch up. But I was like, the show's hella good though, and I don't want to sleep yet. Shit was so fucking funny. Always, Anita.
I was super hyped for the show after the better Suicide movie.
The better Suicide.
Better Suicide. Yeah, it was one of those. This was one of those things where on a weekly basis it was like, okay, we need to watch this show in Attack on Titan. Like, if we miss the airing, I'm gonna be so pissed. It was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched it episode per episode. And I was like, I guess looking forward to it, I was like, why the hell did they pick Peacemaker? Like, after watching Suicide Squad, I was like, John Cena is everything to acting that Ronda Rousey is to wrestling.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey is like a person where you were like, there's no way she's gonna do good in wrestling. And then she fucking does amazingly. And then you'll roughly feel the same way about John Cena when it comes to acting. But I always thought he was like a really charismatic guy. But how he was portrayed in Suicide Squad, he played his role way too well. And I saw him as, just a cunt. Like, John Cena portrayed himself the way wrestling fans portrayed John Cena. And, yeah, he played his role really well, but from all of the Suicide Squad members, I did not see how this guy could get a show. And for me to want to see that show.
Mm-hmm.
But first episode, I was like, that's the greatest intro in television history. Like, I don't really care what other intros come after this. It will not be better than John Cena in a straight face doing, like, interpretive dancing, together with a shit ton of other people doing interpretive dancing. With straight faces, they were all instructed to not move their faces. He pulled like that thing, that Tom Cruise thing, that Guitar Hero thing where he slides across the floor.
Yeah.
Like, the movements were just so stiff and weird. It was so good.
And the song choices too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, James Gunn, that's his whole thing. Like, give us good movies and characters you don't know. Like, give us good songs and characters you don't know, and we're gonna dump them into a show, and you're gonna like them. Also, how we're gonna make them relatable is we're gonna make them dumber than the last time you saw them. Because God was he dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, with every sarcastic phrase, he just goes over his head.
Yeah, kind of like Drax. Like, I see where
Yeah.
Toilet seat Drax. How do you make a wrestler turned actor relatable? Make him an idiot!
That's true.
Strong
A strong idiot with a heart of gold.
Are you sure it's a heart of gold? Like,
like gold plated? Oh wait, sorry.
It's a gold-plated heart, sure. We can go with gold-plated. That's fine, because at least it's not real. But like, yeah.
It's like tin underneath, but like it got a shiny look to it.
Yes. I like he's recruited by not Task Force X to help stop this alien invasion. With a bunch of other people who equally stand out as much as he does, such as Harcourt and Adebayo.
Yeah.
Among all of these, for me at least, Harcourt stood out the most. I'm like, damn. It's funny that James Gunn picked his partner to be in the show, because she's a really good actress. And she
Oh, I didn't know that was his wife.
Where else was she in? She was in the last Suicide Squad
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah, she was
But
She
what
was doing
else
the
was
same
she
thing.
in?
Let me look about it. Keep going.
But yeah, she does kind of reminds you of Black Widow in the early stages of the MCU, when she's just like, I'm here to do what I need to do because I'm told what to do.
Hmm.
The cynical blonde woman
Yeah,
who is strong and capable. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
there's a joke in there somewhere, but like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Where there's a lovable oaf, there's always a capable, strong woman telling her, do smarter things.
Or calling him out on shit.
Where there's a strong man dumbass, there's always a woman behind him telling him, do better than what you're doing right now. Totally can't relate myself. Yeah, totally not a thing.
Seb is John Cena. No.
John, did you say John Cena?
Yes. Man speaks
Super
Chinese very well.
Irish.
Oh shit, you saw that video.
How dude, I'm a meme guy. Of course I've seen the video.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I will say one person who stood out the most here was again Vigilante.
Vigilante. Oh my god.
Pepsi
Them-
Deadpool.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was Pepsi Deadpool.
Pepsi Deadpool. Can we have Deadpool? We have Deadpool at home. They have Deadpool at home.
Hey, he did a really good job because I swear to God, he stood out to me every time he was on screen.
Yeah.
He was great until the last episode. Like, he got a little too annoying.
Well, no. I see what you mean. Like that last part where, not really last part, but like that very touching moment with John Cena's character and his dad.
This
Yeah.
is a really weird time to do your face exercises.
Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe you could have cut out on the joke there and just let him have his moment, in my opinion. But yeah, I see what you mean.
I do like this version of Vigilante more than Arrow's version, because this guy is a clear psychopath. Remember the scene when Peacemaker's
Right.
supposed to take out the family? He's like, let me handle this, bud, and just nonchalantly.
He just humbly while sniping kids down. You're like, oh my God.
You know,
Jesus
this
Christ.
is not... Arrow is not even my first encounter with Vigilante.
What's your first encounter?
Marv Wolfman's 1980s run of Deathstroke, like his solo run. I saw
Oh.
Vigilante there the first time. Vigilante was a woman.
What?
Weirdly enough, Vigilante was a woman. I forgot her name, but Vigilante was a woman. Like got into a fight with Deathstroke, later teamed up with Deathstroke. I don't know if they fucked, but like some shit happened, and they had a good dynamic. But you know, I guess now Vigilante is a dude. Like Vigilante's kind of like Ronin in the comics, where a shit ton of people just take up the mantle.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's usually like Vigilante has an agenda, like a main agenda. Usually someone goes like, oh, I wanna fuck some people up. Oh, no one's Vigilante right now, I'll take it.
Okay.
So this
You just have,
version
like,
of
a creed.
Vigilante, like I don't know if this is like the original person who took up the Vigilante mantle, but they definitely MCU'd the shit out of him. Like if the MCU was R-rated, this would just be an MCU version of him.
Hmm.
The only thing that separated Vigilante for me from being like just an MCU thing that James Gunn is trying to bring into DC was the fact that it's James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Like James Gunn can rub DC fans the wrong way. Because like DC fans are a bit more put our superheroes on a certain pedestal and have them be taken seriously type thing. But James is not that guy. But he also does different enough shit for you to go like, this is technically not the MCU. Is this something they would do? Maybe, but also not exactly. So like, it was different enough for me to go like, he's a thing. He's his own thing to a degree, but then not enough to just go like, oh, copy your homework, DC. Make this character who does not obey the law be a complete cynical dick. He's a little different. He's a little dumber than Deadpool, and a little less substance. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how he's everything Peacemaker is trying not to be by the end. He's like, I don't want to mow down innocent people anymore, and he's like, can I mow down these vets, please? Like, what the fuck's that?
The vets.
You remember that like that pseudo heart-to-heart they had? Like, do you think when I take down a rapist in an alley because I can, that it brings me any joy? That when I take out a mob boss and just rip him limb from limb, that makes me happy? Then like Peacemaker's like, no. The Vigilante's like, well, it does. Like, those aren't the exact lines, but he definitely goes like, yeah, well, it does fucking make me happy.
I swear, in like an alternate universe, if Ryan Reynolds wasn't up to like, you know, up to it for Deadpool, this dude would have done an amazing job as Deadpool.
Yeah.
Every quip and like how his voice matches everything. I was like, damn, this.
His head doesn't match his body.
It does
the
not.
only one that
It does
thinks
not.
this way. Like, neck up looks like Kick-Ass. Right?
Yeah.
He looks like Kick-Ass. He also kind of looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
With the glasses, I guess.
No, he
Minus
also
the curly
has
hair.
Curly hair, yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
his secret identity, you know? I'm not vigilante.
Like he opens like he opens like a closet and it says vote for Pedro on it.
Yeah. No, underneath the suit, it says vote for Pedro.
No, it's like a Tobey Maguire thing. He just pulls it like this.
I'm always strapped.
The other reveal was that Adebayo's mom is Amanda Waller. Like, holy shit. Alright.
Yeah.
So you do have a purpose in this team. Alright.
Childhood.
I find it funny how they were like, we didn't make Amanda Waller look like how she looks like in the comics, so we'll make Adebayo look like how she was supposed to look like in the movies. Except we'll make her nice.
Yeah, she is like a complete 180 compared to her mom. I was like, this one has a heart. I was like, holy shit.
She's like the classic Asian kid who's like, I don't want to be my mother or father.
Well, by the end of this, she does kind of.
No, like she does it, but like does it in a different way. Kind of like when, well, no, this happened in the comics, but like kind of when Shang-Chi took over the 5-Weapon Society, and he's like, I'm not gonna run it like my father.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine.
But yeah.
Doesn't this end the possibility of Suicide Squad movies though?
Yes.
That's the problem with this.
With less bombs in their neck now.
Like no bombs in their neck. That's the whole Suicide Squad point. Like,
well, I would say if there's like a really bad guy that I cannot control or I'm not sure I can control, I would say I'd put a bomb in.
I would do the same thing, but you know Adebayo's not gonna do it.
Damn it.
Alright.
That heart of gold hurts.
Opens a lot of
Yeah, because this either closes the door to the Suicide Squad franchise altogether, or they're gonna have, or like Amanda Waller's gonna have to usurp Task Force X
Yeah.
from her somehow.
I mean, she is in the government. I'm surprised the government officials aren't like, let's keep doing the Suicide Squad since we need them for covert things. We'll just don't know what.
How many people actually know about it anyway? Because it kind of feels like only Waller does.
Yeah, but there's that general who was played by David Harbour in the original one.
Right. The guy who met up with Bruce Wayne.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah, that was
David
it.
Harbour?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't have the beard.
Yeah. And she did meet with them in the Pentagon, so a lot of people do know at this point.
My favorite Hellboys in the DCEU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully as somebody, like a supervillain or a superhero, either one.
The other surprise that came by the end of episode 2, I think, is Cena's dad was a total white supremacist. Like, oh, it's that bad. All right.
I've heard of the white dragon once before. Like, I know that there's a white supremacist character, specifically in DC. But I also know there's a white supremacist character that took over the Bloodsport persona.
Oh.
So at one point there were two Bloodsports, which is ironic because Bloodsport's always been black.
Yeah.
Like, the original one's black. So the white supremacist goes against the POC Bloodsport, and they fucking go at it and they both die. But like, it's funny how they took White Dragon and made Peacemaker's dad White Dragon.
More like dollar store Iron Man.
No, this isn't a thing in the comics. Like, he's not White Dragon's son.
Okay.
But Peacemaker is a very complicated character. There are a lot less funny things about him, but like, this is probably the darkest part of the show.
Yeah.
Like, he got gaslighted by his dad into believing he killed his brother when he was like, yeah, I'll arrange like a dog fight but with my sons. And blame it on my son when he gets hit too hard by John Cena.
Baby John
Yeah, baby John Cena, but this man recovered from an 8-month injury in 4 months and wrestled.
Yeah.
Like, he's still John Cena.
Yeah, remember that one scene from... You guys got that too?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that too.
we're truly in Las Piñas.
Yeah, we're all in one place.
Yeah.
No, but like, I still remember that scene of like, it was kind of hard to watch when he was running away from crazy rocker girl with the 80s haircut.
Yeah.
And he just has like this, like, just recovered shoulder, and he kept landing on it. I was like, fuck, stop, please.
How are you not breaking it?
And I'm just gotta say, the records that was in that bag would have not survived.
I said that too when I watched it. Yeah,
All those vinyls.
vinyls have plot armor.
Vinyls have flaw.
No, it's because they're John Cena's now, and they don't give in to the laws of physics at all. Like, even the records kick out at 2.
I always say, like, from that moment, like, that's when you knew that James Gunn was really good at, like, giving a little bit of spotlight to side characters, especially the couple who was, like, probably there for, like, 2 episodes and, like, 5 minutes, and shit was so fucking fun. Fuck your Coldplay and Foster the people. I was like, hey, a minute,
Right.
I like them.
Right.
Like, why couldn't you give me attention? Like, why are you siding with the kidnapper?
Then she sleeps with him.
And
Yeah.
Vigilante, yeah.
Him and Vigilante.
Right, they have a threesome. It's not give, it's a 3-way.
I think that's why he ended up being bi.
Peacemaker is bi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Because John said so. He wanted him to be bi.
because his dad also mentioned it, like, with women with unpure blood and men.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
I guess you really want to taste it.
Do you really wanna? Do you really wanna?
Another side character is Mern, the head of all this.
Hey, what a twist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good twist.
Just love
I
the
did
fact
not-
that he was just
What?
done with everybody. He's like, for fuck's sake, what do you do now?
Yeah, this poor bastard was just babysitting everybody, even
Yeah.
though that like, Harcourt was just like, somewhat the same mindset as him,
Yeah.
which he does get a little bit too far. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, all of you.
Like, you're a butterfly? Okay.
I think Harcourt has just had to accept very difficult situations off the bat. Just
Yeah.
be like, this is a thing now, I guess.
They're like, oh, well, no, well, it's my job now. It's either that or Waller sends me to Arkham Asylum, so I already have this. Then
Belrive.
Belrive, sorry. But like, just like the Suicide Squad, this show has amazing action all around.
But
Oh,
it's
hell yeah.
actually economical. It's not a lot of action. Like, you would have
Yeah.
expected more, but there isn't a lot. But the sequences are quite good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Uh,
appreciate the Economos also got like his time to
I
shine.
fucking
Like I swear that episode was a way better Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie than the actual Texas Chainsaw.
Dude, I love the part in the last episode where he full on fucking broke his leg in the worst way possible.
He just trips.
No, but that's realistic. That could happen.
Yeah.
that could happen.
That's legit something that could happen. His bone was sticking out.
Yeah, and he still had the fortitude to crawl all the way to Adebayo on hardcore.
Dude,
And that
he
was
had-
quick. That was quick too.
I was about to say that that man, despite the fact that he does not show himself as that physically capable, that man can crawl like he's Usain Bolt, but crawling.
While holding a helmet.
Yeah,
Yes,
He defeated Judo Master.
yeah.
he ran him over with the car.
Defeated Judo.
Midget versus car. Car always wins.
Poor Judo Master just gets the shit kicked out of him every single time.
I love how Judo Master will always manage to get himself a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how they found their own Han from Fast and the Furious. They're like, we need an Asian guy who's always eating something.
And drives a Subaru.
Yeah,
When
he
was-
was like eating most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still crying.
Dude, when he fucking got Peacemaker tied up, remember when I fucked you up? Throwing fucking Cheetos in his face.
I want to see more of what's his name again? Judo what?
Judo Master.
Judo Master.
Yeah.
I always keep thinking it's Judo Kid because he does kind of look like the detachable kid.
You know what he looks like? Have you guys ever seen Superhero movie?
Yes.
He
Oh,
looks like Dragonfly.
Fuck. Jake.
With less sleeve.
He
Yeah.
also can't fly, so
Yeah.
titanium blades, they cut through diamonds. I'm not wearing any diamonds.
His fight with Hardcore is the one I like the most of the Judo Master fights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, compared to fucking him fighting excuse me.
Peacemaker?
I'm forgetting John Cena's Peacemaker and Vigilante.
Yeah.
She soloed Judo Master. I'm like, damn, that's how capable Hawkcourt is. I'm forgetting all these names.
Hardcore.
Hardcourt.
Yeah.
These are very weird last names.
Or just called
Oh,
her
I know.
Amelia.
They're all weird last names. Mern is the most normal last name,
Yeah.
and he's not even a real
That's his
person.
last name?
Like,
Mern-
Economos?
Yeah.
I guess he's-
I've never heard a last name Economos.
Right?
Neither have I.
Adebayo, Harcourt, Economos, and Smith.
It's Smith. That is the weirdest one of all.
Mern won out like a champ though. Just stand style, just shooting the cops before they reach the door. Like
He tried his best.
Yeah, he tried his best.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
I would have said like I know he's like a former soldier, and you have like the memories of your past self.
yeah.
I think you could have hid behind the island, the kitchen island, and not have died so quickly.
Right.
Yeah, but they needed a dramatic send-off for Mern.
I know.
You know what Mern could have done that could have panned out for him? He could have just flown out the window.
Instead of
just, like,
that way,
He could have just
instead of
pissed out
that.
of Mern's body and just flew out the window.
Right.
Why didn't he just like fly out the window?
Again,
I guess we
dramatic
need
purposes.
Yeah, for the parent or the father figure to die.
We
Yeah.
need a "We Are Groot" moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Though I do like the last two episodes, the escape from the white supremacists and the raid on the.
I guess the very terrifying villains.
Yeah.
An alien that looked like it's from Starship Troopers, and the one that we fear the most, racists.
I was about to say that thing looked like the thinking bug from Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it reminded me of that too.
Yeah. Oh, the only good bug is a dead bug. You know what I mean, brother?
Exactly. Start
Yeah.
stepping on fucking cockroaches out in the street.
Dude, you guys gotta review that movie sometime.
We do.
We
We
do.
do.
I am so in for it because that movie is amazing, and I'm not talking about this from like a Batman and Robin point of view. That shit is deep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really deep movie.
I will say one of best from Michael Ironside's like
Yeah.
one of the movies like he was in.
Wasn't Clancy Brown also in it?
Yes, but
Land
Yeah.
Only for a little
Mr.
time.
Krabs was in fact in
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
for a little time.
Yeah. But yeah, when the white supremacists are kicking the shit out of Peacemaker, I'm like, I've seen this in wrestling before. John Cena's gonna find
That's
his
where he did
will.
a nice spear.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Nice that you point that out.
No.
I love that they technically only made John Cena do a wrestling move that anyone would have done.
Spear.
Yeah.
Spear, yeah.
Yes. He did a spear, but anyone can do a running tackle. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's technically somewhat just an MMA takedown if you want to look at it from a technical point of view. But I love that he didn't fucking do an FU.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You
Or
know,
they changed
like,
the name. I forgot what they called it now.
it's the attitude adjustment. It's the worst thing ever. Vince McMahon is like the scum of the earth. He's almost worse than the guy who fucking fucked up all of the DCEU. Almost worse.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
When his dad punches Iggy, though, I'm like, please kill this racist son of a bitch.
I was like, you motherfucker!
Right? I thought
I
Iggy
swear
was
he-
dead. I'm like, please don't be dead. I swear, please.
Like-
I was not ready for like what's the name of Harry's owl? Hedwig.
Hedwig.
I was not ready for a Hedwig moment in Peacemaker. Like Hedwig dies in Harry Potter. I am not ready.
Yeah, we just a miracle.
We get it twice, and then he gets to do the selfie the second time.
Yeah.
I wish they posted the photo.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
They should have it in the Blu-ray or something. Like
Yeah.
just have like
A
a
fucking
gallery of
miracle.
photos. Yes.
No, but I do love that scene where like, Peacemaker's like throwing like the bag of helmets away because they're all tracked,
Yeah.
and then he sees a band of racists coming up, and he instead of like, oh, let's go, he just books it. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
To be fair, you got a bunch of skinheads running at you with AR-15s. I'd run too.
Right?
True, but he
At
had
least
a
little
gun.
bit of cover. He's got a Desert Eagle, man. That thing got 10 shots at most. You had more than 10. You got more than 10 Nazis running at you, bro.
I'm surprised Vigilante didn't bleed out from the grenade, too. I'm like, how are your guts not hanging out at this point?
He survived a grenade and a shot from the
To
back.
be fair, his entire body's covered in what I assume is Kevlar.
Alright.
Probably.
You know?
I love during the final fight, like, Economos went to hardcore. Like, no one went to Vigilante to check if he was okay. He was
Well,
walking.
yeah, I think it's only a given that everybody kind of doesn't like Vigilante.
Yeah.
Even John Cena.
It's like, let's not check on the guy who wanted to murder a bunch of vets.
I love the way he went down, though, in the last
he just flings the knife behind him and goes down.
It's like, ah, damn it, fling.
Like that brings like fucking what's the name? Captain Boomerang to shame, I was saying.
Did you like?
Trust me, there's a moment in the comics where you're gonna be like, oh, Captain Boomerang can just boomerang anything, huh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What were you saying again?
Did you like the dig at Green Arrow?
I like the dig at Batman.
Yes. Batman, Superman.
The
Everyone
thing
gets
with
it.
Batman is like Batman, like I don't have any running supervillains because I kill all my supervillains. All Batman does is like capture people, bring them to jail just so that they can break out of jail, so that he can try to whoop their ass again and just keep the cycle going.
How about the Green Arrow?
I forgot the Green Arrow one. I just know he did a dig at Aquaman where he fucks fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a big rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Flash like kinda believes it.
Even the surprise cameos had to bring it up again.
Stephen
But
Amell.
it's not a rumor.
What is not? Shut the fuck up, Aaron.
I didn't see Stephen Amell respond to that. He's like, I didn't see it because I was too busy showing John Cena what professional wrestling actually looks like on TV. Like, oh, damn, okay. Sounds bad.
That's
No,
a valid dig
Yeah.
because Stephen Amell is on a show right now called. Is it called Heels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other wrestling show?
It's a show about professional wrestling. I think this is what would have happened if like I liked Glow, but like Stephen can go. Like
Yes.
he can legit actually go in the ring. Man can take bumps that a lot of people are not brave enough to take.
Mm-hmm.
But it is quite true that Stephen Amell does a better job representing wrestling than John Cena. But John Cena is a tremendous actor.
John Cena does a way better representation for DC shows.
Yeah.
It's even a mouth, in my opinion.
Whoa!
I swear if it comes after John
Nah, I'm sorry, man.
It's
I
right.
don't like that. I don't like them CW shit. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
We finally got a
seasons
good.
of the CW shit. That was good.
Yes.
Okay.
Season 2 was good. Season 1 was good, but he was definitely Batman.
He was definitely Batman.
He was definitely not the Green Arrow. Green Arrow is a funny guy with a blonde mustache and boxing glove arrows. And he just made him dark and broody, unable to commit, and really good at doing pull-ups.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Really good at doing pull-ups.
And is a student of Ra's al Ghul, and his Ra's al Ghul's other daughter is in love
Totally
with
not
him.
Batman.
Totally
Yeah,
not
totally-
Batman.
Totally
Not
not
Batman.
Batman.
It's like, oh, we don't have. What's the name of the daughter of Raz? We don't have
Talia
her.
al
We don't have Talia.
The
We're
one
gonna
that
use-
isn't Talia.
Yeah, we have niece. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Go away. You're not Batman. I
Pepsi
do.
Batman.
Pepsi
Exactly.
Batman. No, it's 7-Up Batman.
Batman at home.
Batman.
I do love the fact that they used the intro song for the last battle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Adebayo, holy shit, she John Wick that shit.
Yes.
Like, she dual pistol shooting people in the kneecap, then shooting them in the head. I was like, shit, okay.
I love the pointy shield.
She activated her aimbot.
Yeah.
Started shooting. Like, she started cheating.
Yeah. I love seeing Peacemaker Russian like Captain America with a much more pointy shield. Like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Dude, this shit was like kind of Captain America level kind of choreography here.
Yeah.
That was actually the point of Peacemaker Suicide Squad pa lang. Like, they were supposed to make him a shitty Captain America.
Mm.
And I'm like, what's his name again? John, the U.S. agent. What's his name?
John Walker.
Yeah.
John Walker ain't got shit. Like,
Right.
Peacemaker is the real John Walker.
Actually, I would agree.
The moment he tosses his shield up and shoots it directly at someone's neck, I'm like, that's fucking sweet.
It was impractical, because he could have just aimed down and shoot. But nah, he had to do it in style.
I think there was a certain amount of practicality to it, because now the shield is like not in use by anybody. So like, I don't know. I kind of liked it,
I liked it too. I'm just saying, man likes his style.
but like, it's weird how they like revealed his capabilities at the end of the show. Like
Yeah.
for a majority of the show, he's a fucking idiot who can't take down Judo Master.
Yeah.
I do like seeing Vigilante hack off them. It's like, there's no tomorrow. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, he went on full on Deadpool on
Yeah.
that
He's
point.
really capable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm actually super impressed with his combat prowess.
I died when Adebayo first activates human torpedo. Like, please don't break every bone in your body.
I thought that was. To be honest, I thought that
I know that was it. Like, is she
Like,
dead?
you know,
Fucking shit.
Bye-bye,
Bro, she misses. She's
So
full
weird.
on misses.
I swear I love that scene because I was like, I thought, oh shit, because John Cena did say like, yeah, unless you want to break every bone in your body. I was like, is she okay?
It's not funnier when he starts activating it.
It's like, activate human torpedo.
What?
I'm like, she's still alive?
I was like, I don't buy it now.
You're like, what
Oh
happened?
shit, not again!
Well, thank God this time it was way softer.
Yeah. And I like how they plan to see that, like, we need the Justice League. I'm like, there's no fucking way you can ever bring the Justice League in a TV show like this. I was wrong.
Yeah,
Because
actually did it.
I
Well,
did-
two.
It's funny, they also look like the DCEU intro,
Yeah.
where everyone's like a silhouette.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, wow, it's the DCEU. Oh my god, they're actually there.
You're fucking late, useless.
Don't you have a fish to fuck or something?
The moment I heard the light, I'm like, no fucking way. And I see everyone like, holy fuck. Too bad they're
Yeah.
missing Cyborg. I wonder why.
Yeah, I hated that. Even on Twitter, they didn't add him in the Black History Month tweet.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers like we're celebrating Black History, and there's every single one except for Cyborg. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Petty
you, Warner
bitches in the wrong have a tendency to point out every but the elephant in the room. So
Yeah.
it's it's definitely a thing that happens a lot.
And Batman was supposed to be there too, but
Batman was not in the Justice League. We got Wonder Woman, we got Aquaman, we got Le Flash.
no. But did you see the Twitter post or the Instagram post by the Batman double who's supposed to be there? It's like I'm wearing the Batfleck suit, but either James Gunn or WB said no, you can have Batman either.
It was definitely WB. I don't think it would have been James Gunn. I'm pretty sure it's fucking WB.
You know, James Gunn would utilize everything that he has.
Yeah, he would do everything that he fucking wanted, but I think WB was at their limit with Affleck and Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they had the balls to decide to bring in Superman silhouette.
Right.
Because Cavill's not under contract.
Isn't
Yeah.
his image on like Netflix?
Apparently, according to her, she found out that Henry Cavill's likeness is owned by Netflix currently.
Which is why I thought Superman would.
I mean, there's that, but to my knowledge, he's not under contract for anything Superman.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sketchy how they got Cavill in. Gadot, sure. Like, it makes sense for Gadot to be there. We still got Wonder Woman stuff in the pipeline. We still definitely got Flash and Aquaman. But what the fuck is Superman doing there?
Yeah, and the double had Superman Cavill's Superman suit. The
It was
black and
also
red.
Cavill's build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it was sketchy to me. Because to my knowledge, they're trying to replace Superman with Supergirl.
Yeah.
Which, one, terrible idea. Two, then why'd you bring in Henry?
Right.
Like, why not just omit? Like, why not just like piece out the Superman silhouette altogether, and just bring in Wonder Woman, the Flash, and Aquaman?
Yeah.
That would have been more than enough to stop this.
Yeah.
In
Or-
theory.
Or of all people, well, Batman, or you know. But yeah, again, what you said, Warner Bros.
Yeah. Seeing Superman, like that gave me some false. So I'm like, it's Henry Cavill. No, he's not under them. Fuck.
Yeah. Henry Cavill's done.
Yeah.
For now. I don't know if he got any more plans for the future.
He wants to.
He
He
wants.
wants to. He's voiced out. I have the Superman suit ready, and I'm ready to put it back on at any time. But they aren't calling me. So it's WB. It's not Henry. He's down.
Yeah. Also find it cool that James Gunn used Marvel to help shoot the scene with the Flash.
I do not.
You do that?
I don't like. No, I don't like the idea. The connotations are sketchy. The connotations are sketchy because it just kind of feels like they still want to go that route with this. They're still not doubling down on their own studio. And they want to go to Marvel because they think Marvel's what is it about their box office returns that makes them think they're doing badly? The first 3 movies of the DCEU made more money than the first 10 of the MCU.
They're just
Like-
they're just really reactive to
Yeah,
negative response, I guess.
Yeah. You know that Warner Bros. Really doesn't trust their
And-
employees.
Why
Yeah.
do they hate money?
Right?
Fucking no.
You could be swimming with it with the Snyderverse, but no. It's like,
Right?
Just came up with a great theory. Butterflies are running the DCEU.
Butterflies are running Warner Bros.
Yeah.
See, all we gotta do is put them through an X-ray machine. We'll know.
We just need Vigilante to snipe all of them and their children. 'Cause apparently, even the children are butterflies.
It's this fine.
This is all Walter Hamada's fault. I hope that nothing you eat will ever taste like anything I've heard. Like, I hope your meals are bland,
What kind of threat
exclusively
is
cooked by
this?
white people who think they know how to put flavor into Asian foods.
Add a bit of salt. As you can see, our hatred for WB.
Yeah, it just boggles my mind. Like, you really don't like success and money, huh? Why?
Or like they don't even look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, I've completely cut off wrestling from my life so that I can cut off some toxicity from my fandoms. It got completely replaced with Warner Brothers. Like, if there was a void to fill after that, I found my toxic fandom that just won't stop giving me the shit I want. Well, that won't stop making me wish for the shit I want and not giving it to me. Why is Joe not putting on the Deathstroke suit?
And we saw that illustration of what their fight was supposed to look like, dude.
Oh,
Fuck
shit!
this shit.
Ah,
Fuck
shit.
this shit.
I was like crying inside because I couldn't cry on the outside anymore because like it's just too much pain.
That fight scene looks.
He lost his
sick.
tear ducts in battle.
Yeah.
Dude, they were so evenly matched. It was such good choreography. It would have looked so good. And I know how the Batman script ends. Batman can't beat Deathstroke one-on-one, so he gets the help of Batgirl. And they take him on in a handicap match where eventually he falls. You know what Deathstroke does? He does the Nightfall thing. He frees everyone from Arkham. And Blackgate. And
Oh,
just
shit.
goes, yep, take care of him.
That's
Look, I know I'm an assassin, and I'm only paid to do this shit, but the only reason I'm not the biggest fucking villain in the DCEU is that no one can pay me enough to do it, and you made it personal. You killed my son. My son is dead because of you, so now I'm gonna ruin your life. He hacks his fucking bank accounts. He takes away his money. He takes away his resources. He fucking, like, he does shit to put Wayne Enterprises on hold, fucking freezes the shit. Because because Batman made it personal for him. Well,
what you cut
we're
out
never
there.
gonna get that movie.
Okay, go.
Not even the solo Deathstroke from the guy who directed The Raid.
Yeah.
Very
Again,
No,
I don't.
Not enough.
We were talking about Peacemaker
Not
now,
enough.
so
Yeah. Back to the current DCU for a bit. Like, it ends how Seb pointed out. So, sorry, Seb.
Take our time away from the graveyard. Let's go.
Adebayo spills the beans on Task Force X, and Peacemaker is forever haunted by his father, which I can't wait to see how that plays out in Season 2. Because this is getting a Season 2, thankfully.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a fun fact about that. His helmet supposedly contains the soul of his father. Yes, like
Which-
this is a canon thing in the comics. I don't think if it's gonna. I don't because like the helmet is tech based, so I don't know how this is gonna pan out for Peacemaker. But Peacemaker does not like his father. The spirit of his father talks to him through his helmet, and that's what motivates him to do Peacemaker shit. But of course, his father is Hitler, so it's not gonna work out as well for him to do normal Peacemaker shit. But like, this is a nod to something that's canon in the comic.
Okay.
Alright.
Like since Charleston, like this is not Charleston. Basta. Peacemaker does not
Houston?
originally come from DC.
Mm.
Peacemaker comes from the original place where Shazam is from.
Oh.
Charleston Comics, that comic company,
Okay.
was bought by DC eventually, and they got characters like I think Doctor Fate was part of that package.
Okay.
But like Peacemaker, Doctor Fate, Shazam, he's part of that company. And after DC bought it, they got Peacemaker. But from like the beginning of time, Peacemaker always had his dad talking to him through his toilet seat.
Helmet. Toilet seat helmet.
It's a beacon of freedom.
But yeah, I think this kind of lays down the groundwork of what we're going to see in the future for some of the DCU. Because up next is coming Black Adam, I think, and then the straight to streaming Batgirl movie, and the Batman,
It's a
of course.
straight to stream movie.
Yeah,
It's a straight to HBO Max movie.
yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Well, the last time Brendan Fraser was in a DC property, he did fucking amazing.
Yes.
Robot Man's amazing. please watch.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol. Sorry, Doom
No.
What the fuck?
No, but the Batgirl movie is kind of weird to me because it has Keaton's Batman, but has J.K. Simmons as Gordon. Like, huh? What's happening?
That's not the Flash.
No, that's not the Flash. That's Batgirl.
I'm so miffed.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
it's set in Keaton's universe. Like, but again, J.K. Simmons is there, so like, what's happening?
And isn't like Gordon really useless in Keaton's universe?
Yeah, it'd be weird to suddenly have him be extra useful. Like, that's
I mean,
weird.
to be fair, Gordon wasn't useful until the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like Commissioner Gordon to the Batman movies until the Dark Knight trilogy was more like the mayor of Townsville.
That's true.
Okay. Oh,
That's
so
kind
he's
of all he did.
he
Batman
just
was
calls
being attacked.
Batman.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Alright.
That was his role, and he's like, "Where is it happening? Over there." Then Batman goes over there.
Okay.
Until the Dark Knight trilogy, like he didn't really do anything useful.
Yeah. But hopefully everything plays out for DC this year for Black Adam and the Batman and Aquaman 2, I think, coming out this year as well, and the Flash movie. There we go.
I will say, I get that they might be copying Marvel with like, hey, we started doing shows now, and we're gonna do shows too. I don't mind, because I feel like this is the proper way of telling a superhero story, or a super villain, or a anti-hero story.
Do you want to be
It's-
best friends?
I thought we already.
No, but like best friends. You have no idea how much I agree. You have no idea.
Yeah, because like, come on, we need more time with them. We can't just have one movie and that's it for maybe 3 years. Then we get a sequel.
Yeah.
No, and comics are serialized at heart.
Yeah.
Like they were never like complete arcs. So for us to be able to get episodical superhero stories is for me the fundamentals of how a superhero story was supposed to be told.
Mhm.
It's a slow burn. It's like 6 issues to the end of an arc. Like that's the point of a superhero story. And that's how it should be told. That's why anime barely ever gets it wrong.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they stuck to their guns in that department, except for like the few times that they completely fucked it up.
Yeah. So DC, please stick to your guns and hire James Gunn more often.
Yes, to
Yes.
stick to your guns.
Stick to your guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
But go.
You have guns?
She has a question.
I guess.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Would you guys side with the butterflies?
Our thoughts on the butterflies?
Yeah. Would you
Like,
guys
would you
side
have
with
sided with them?
They have like this whole gray line plot line where like, would you rather be like free will but your planet's gonna die in a couple of years, or be completely controlled but your planet lives? I don't know which side to choose here.
Like
Yeah.
Judo picked their side.
Yeah.
I would be like, if you spare all of my friends and let us maintain our free will, go on. I do not trust people to save this world. Because we've done nothing to do that.
Amazing
Like,
social
Yeah.
commentary.
we will be the destruction of the, like,
Yeah.
that's guaranteed. The people to fuck it up will be us. So if there gonna be people who are like incorruptible
Mhm.
in that manner, I'm down. Because like the butterflies actually couldn't ask for more than what they have.
Yeah.
Because they don't like desire the same shit we do. So they don't have the same wants and motivations that would cause a person to be selfish and corrupt. So if they're the guys running it, and we could just like chill and go about our lives, I think we'd be good.
Fuck you guys.
Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
the point.
that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also understand the wrong aspects of, because it's completely taking away our free will. But
Mm.
isn't that the fucking blight of humanity in the first place? Like free will is both like a great thing and the worst thing ever. Because free will was what allowed like things like Nazis to exist.
Yep.
You were allowed to think this way, and no one was allowed to talk shit to you for it. Like that's the flaw in democracy, let's say. Like everyone gets a vote, including the assholes.
That's true.
Yeah.
And sometimes the assholes win.
I do like the speech that Goff pretty much gives, where a slight inconvenience becomes complete against your free. Is this freedom of speech? I'm like,
Yeah.
or like, fuck.
Yeah.
You got a point.
Amazing commentary right there. I'm like, damn, the writing here is so sharp and smart.
It's like,
you know what's like legit, like why I liked why Peacemaker did what he did in terms of like killing the cow still, because he didn't have an altruistic reason for doing it. It was selfish.
Yeah.
This is why I like how they characterize characters in DC. If you're gonna do something selfish and fucked up, at least don't claim the hero role.
yeah,
He didn't. He completely only did it because he liked his friends a lot.
Yeah.
He would rather have the world burn down than disappoint his friend, which is very in character with Peacemaker. He's just looking for his own, and he doesn't care. If this was Captain America or Tony Stark, and they didn't side with the butterflies, then I'd question that.
Yeah.
now that
Especially Tony, like,
United
since
said
you
made me
signed the
think.
contract for the Sokovian Accords, why are you not signing with the butterflies then?
Yeah,
I think Tony would have sided with the butterflies.
it was perfect to have Peacemaker go against this specific complicated type of conflict. Because what a bad guy or a villain or someone that will never claim to be a hero can always do is make the selfish choice. Because if they make the, like people always say, this has been a saying for a while when it comes to protagonists. Protagonists will sacrifice you to save the world. A villain will sacrifice the world to save you. And that is
Damn.
effectively what he did.
Yeah.
I'm happy we got 7 years for this one. Fucking shit.
The fundamental principle by which a hero exists is to sacrifice what is his in order for us to have ours. And Peacemaker is not that. And Peacemaker is able to walk lines heroes never will be able to, because he's technically a villain. This is why you can still come off of this pretty okay. Like, there's something that happens inherently in your mind when a villain takes the spotlight in a movie. Like, let's say the Suicide Squad, right? You're watching a Suicide Squad movie, all of these guys are bad guys. They do something fucked up, and do you notice you don't care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Henry Cavill fucks up a city as Superman, and everyone's up in arms about it. You don't get the same feeling. And the other feeling you get is this confusing thing that happens subconsciously in your brain, where you kind of forget that these are the bad guys. Because you hate Waller.
Yep.
You hate Flag.
Yeah.
But they're the good guys. And these are bad guys. People who've committed mass murders for money. People who've committed mass murders for fun. But here you are on their side. You know why? Just because their names are on the fucking card. Because the poster said so. So now they're your guys. But in reality, they're not supposed to be. So it's a weird escape. Like the term of Breaking Bad, you get to do that. Once you put a villain on the spotlight, and it's really cathartic.
Yep.
They can do anything. Villains have to do one specific thing. Do the heroic thing. Villains can do whatever the fuck they want.
So you hear that, DC? Do more villain shit, please.
Yeah, please, Deathstroke, I beg you.
I
Please.
was gonna say
Please.
Deathstroke. I was gonna say Deathstroke show.
For God's sake. Well, at least they're giving us African American Adam, POC Adam. I don't want to say it because someone will say I'm racist. You know? You know? Vanta Adam.
Please just get the guy who did the raid to do that stroke. I'm begging you.
Please. Yeah, I swear to God. That's all you need to do. Just get the guy who did the raid. And this would have been amazing. This would be an amazing Deathstroke
Or get the
show.
guys who did John Wick.
Or that too.
That too. Yeah.
You don't have to have that much of like, you don't have to put that much thought into a Deathstroke movie. Just give him like a thing he's supposed to do, then just have him do it for like 2 hours.
That also reminds me, I can't wait whenever we do Man of Steel, because that movie is to me what Batman and Robin is to Seth. So fucking love that movie.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like it.
No. Hey, I'll put it like this. Man of Steel is a lot easier to defend. than Batman and Robin. There are many points that are valid for you to say that Batman and Robin is bad, but there are actually very few points for people to objectively say Man of Steel was because it wasn't bad. There were just certain things that went on for too long. But it's a perfect movie, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Back to Peacemaker for a bit. What would you rate the show? Oh, the same movie for some reason.
Shit. Damn. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. I'm just straight up giving it a solid 9. Because everybody did their part so fucking well. Even the minor characters. Like, some one dude that you'll never... Yeah, exactly, Grandpa. Like, some guys you'll never see.
Can I point out one last thing
Go ahead.
that I'm sad about? There was no closure with the gay grandpa. I wanted that plot to, like, have some kind of resolution, the gay grandpa. Like, I wanted John to get along with him at the end.
Right.
Because, like, now his dad is dead and they can be friends.
Yeah.
But we didn't get any of that, and I wish we did. But that's it. That's fine.
That's right. But, like, everybody did their part so well. And, like, they do give them a little bit more spotlight, even at the end of the credits, where you get them, like, maybe ad-libbing right after.
Yeah.
And I love that shit so fucking much. Especially, you remember that scene with the commissioner, like, at the panel? And the dude at the back was just started laughing. Started to break face and shit.
You see that one part where John Cena was naming every thing he possibly could?
Yeah.
Grande.
Yeah.
BTS.
BT. He's like, I'll frame everybody except for Ariana Grande because
You know,
she's too innocent looking.
You know, the reason why this movie was so good for me is, like, I've been begging John Cena, like, please just be the guy you are on Instagram. Dude, he's so funny on Instagram. He's the funniest dude. And it's so unfortunate that I've never seen him do that in rest. Because if he was the guy who was... I've seen this man post a picture of Steve Buscemi's face photoshopped onto Stone Cold's body, and he called it Stone Cold Steve Buscemi. He is so great on Instagram, and it's so good to see John Cena act like himself in a show, or at least, like, flex his muscles. Because...
we got a shit ton of muscles.
There's shit I forgot to point out.
Yeah.
You have any idea how impossible the job John Cena did was? Because it is a shitty character, built on shitty fundamentals that he somehow made likable. Like, he is a racist, a sexist, he's a misogynist. Like, he's everything bad for the modern world. And he gave this character dimension. He gave this character, like, a compelling reason for us to be on his side. He made us love this character. And you could say it's gone, but that was John's job, you know? Like, it
was John's job to sell it.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sold it, and he did it amazingly. And I don't think anyone could have pulled this off the way John did. And you could tell, like, I know Batista's, like, given the right role as an Oscar-level actor.
Yes.
But John, I think, is in the same boat. Like, John and Tista, you know? John and Tista, you don't know how much I miss. They're both legitimately good actors in the right roles. Like, if you put John Cena in the correct situation, this man can win an Oscar. Because this man understands emotion. I love The Rock, but until he can prove himself in, hopefully, Black Adam, Batista and John take the cake in terms of wrestlers turned actors, because these guys portray complicated characters. And they do it amazingly.
I will say, in my opinion, John kind of have a little step up on Batista.
Really? Alright.
I think Batista doesn't have a step up because they aren't giving him better.
Yeah, they're not giving him the roles yet. I've seen him fully utilize his acting prowess.
But I will give, like, John Cena's been able to display more. Also, a little bit of a fun fact, if you don't know, Economos is King Shark.
What?
Economos is the mocap actor.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I thought it was
Sylvester Stallone is the voice,
voice.
but
Yeah.
he's the mocap actor. Just a little fun fact if you didn't know that already.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious, isn't it?
Also, I forgot to mention one funny scene where when they saw the gorilla and Adebayo goes into the room and turns around at Johnson and he goes, "Gorilla!" And gets immediately tackled. That shit was the best ever. But anyway, yep. Besides that tangent, it is a 9 out of 10 for me. Finally, we get a really, really good DC show.
Okay.
Live action show.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also 9 out of 10. Like the scenes where John's like crying in the mirror from it because of his past and his reaction to his father's death. I'm like, am I gonna cry because of John Cena out of all the fucking wrestlers that's out there? Really? But yeah, he gave such a complex and dimensional performance as Peacemaker, and as Seth pointed out, to give this person who in real life no one would ever like, this misogynist, racist, like, you're just the worst. To give him such depth, and yeah, Gunn did write the part, but Cena had the weight of the world on his shoulders and selling it. Like, if you can't pull this off, the character doesn't work, and he did. And so it makes the character of Peacemaker so compelling, and that's probably why he got season 2. Also, the side characters are all amazing too. Like, unlike the other DC CW shows, there's none that annoy me. Because at some point, Cisco, I'm like, just shut up, Cisco. What's up with your fucking puns?
I like Cisco.
Cisco's fine to a point. You're like, really? The 11th pun right now? Fine. You do you, buddy.
The Flash sang Summer Nights from Greece and did it amazingly. I will never complain about it.
That is true.
But We Are the Flash is unforgivable.
I remember last time we hung out, we couldn't let that go.
Like, I am all for inclusivity and diversity. But do not fucking tell me that Flash's pronouns are now they, them.
But yeah, 9 out of 10, great story, great characters, all around a really good time. And like, before we move on to Steph's verdict, the only thing I really remember from the Flash was the Flash racing up to like space and Cisco playing Flash from Queen. And
You know what?
Candace is like, really? Like, yeah, really. It's the perfect time.
The Flash should be sued for false advertising because he presents himself as the world's fastest man and is always the second fastest man on his own show.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Reverse Flash.
Like, once he's the fastest, finally, that's when the credits roll. Like, we're done. He's finally the fastest. Hooray.
Yeah.
How about you, Ina? What's your rating for the show?
9.
Oh yeah.
But just because I didn't get ground.
Okay.
Like, we got a follow-up from Janet, not the...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We got closure with a janitor who used to be at MIT.
Right.
Oh wait, sorry, Harvard.
I'm gonna go a little bit lower than all of you. For the sole basis that there are certain points where James Gunn actually MCU'd it. There are certain points of drama and emotion that he undermined with jokes.
Yeah.
And there were enough jokes on the show. Which is, it's fine to make the show enjoyable, but there were certain moments where I would have preferred that they would have let the drama simmer a little bit. Because we didn't get that enough. And for this show to be completely balanced, they have to let those things simmer for a bit longer than they allow. It's a weird time to do your face exercises, was funny and all, but we could have had a bit more time to feel what Smith was feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And just for that, it became an 8. The grandpa thing not getting any clothes bummed me out, so that kind of reduced some points to me. I know it doesn't really matter in the long run. Like, they almost fucking nailed it with giving us enough room for everybody. But yeah, like, overall, the tone could have been slightly more balanced. Like, tweaked ever so slightly, this would have definitely been a 9 for me, but I need a bit more balance between the drama and the comedy.
All right.
in order for this to feel like there was substance and comedy and things to be enjoyed and things to be taken seriously.
That's a fair point. That's a pretty good point, actually. But yeah, that's been our video on Peacemaker. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Comment below. Be cool. Well, you can find us at facebook.com/Geeks and Degenerates. We react to trailers and we stream video games from time to time. How about you, John? Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at JohnGeom on Instagram. It is my article.
And to our guest from Slurrp, where can they find you?
You can find us at facebook.com/slurpmedia. If you want to, for some reason, follow me personally, at Seb the Harmlessist on Instagram. How about you?
If you wanna follow me personally, it's Catmanan at IG, CatGmanan at Twitter, and if I don't know, I do art sometimes at Nicopanan.
Yeah,
And
follow
also,
her.
she has a Ko-fi, so if you guys want to get some digital art from her, she is on Ko-fi.
Alright, all the links down below. Please continue to stay safe, wear masks, social distance, and get vaccinated if you can get your booster as well, please. But yeah, that's all the time we have, folks. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.
I would say the soundtrack for this show was fucking amazing.
It's great. It's great. It's very 80s. It's as 80s as something can come.
Yep.